Emma Fab, and today, I'm going to be doing a link that my friend sent me, and it is let's see, what is it? It is a 40 random questions you could ever ask someone, and so I'm going to be doing that. And later I'll be doing one where it's a questions that my friends are going to ask me, but that's later. So this is, okay, it won't show, but like it's a website. So I'm getting this off of, so I'm gonna be looking at my phone, and I am listening to music. Like, when am I not? So here we go. 1. What would be harder for you, to tell someone you love them or that you don't love them back? Probably that I don't love them back, because it's just like I'm too nice of a person and I don't want to hurt their feelings. So, but if they ask me, I'm gonna tell them straight up answer. Like, I'm very straightforward. 2. What do you think would be the hardest thing for you to give up on? Oh God. I think the hardest thing that I would give up on would be like something that I like incredibly love doing, like music. Like, if I couldn't like play the piano anymore, or if I couldn't listen to music anymore, like that would be the hardest thing for me to give up. Let's see. Would you rather give a homeless person CPR if they were dying? No. First of all, I don't know where they've been. And second of all, I would just call the paramedics. 4. What makes you bored? That's a good question. Probably like if I'm not doing anything, or like if no one's talking to me or something, like I'll get pretty bored and I'll try to find something to do, but sometimes it doesn't even work and I'm still bored doing whatever I'm doing. So which is your favorite four-legged creature and why? I have to say horses, because they're like beautiful and majestic and they can roam free, and so I think I appreciate horses, and they're just so pretty. Also on top of that, I love like country stuff, and so I've always wanted to learn how to ride a horse. Do you like spicy food and why? Yes. First of all, I live in Arizona, so like hot food is part of like our like culture, I think. But like I just love it. Like, I have like these like 2 bottles of Cholula that I haven't even opened yet, and they're like this big. And Cholula is a hot sauce, so it is. I'm gonna die just talking about it. And why? I think it's just because like it tastes better. So, are you old-fashioned? Well, kinda. Like, I like vintage stuff, but like most of my clothes are like very outdated, and like they're not like in this century, and so it's just like makes it kind of cooler, I think. I'm not sure, so don't know what to say about that one. Something or someone you miss the most from childhood. Okay, something I miss the most is like, my parents don't even remember this, but like I do, because like I loved it so much. Like, they were, and please tell me if you remember these, or if you've ever had them, and like if they're still around. Like, they're like these like little candies, and like they come in like a Tic Tac box kind of, but they're like little like circles, and they're green, but they're flavored. And when you bite down them, it's so delicious and like refreshing, and like I wish I knew what they were called, but they are so good. I really miss that. And I lost someone like a year ago, and it would be my papa who I miss the most from childhood. So are you usually late, early, or right on time? For school, I'm on time technically, but am I I there when I tell my friends I'm gonna be there? No. So they could probably say I'm late, but I'm never actually late to the class, so I'm on time. For everything else, I'm either on time or like slightly late, like fashionably late. So, are you happy with your life for the most part right now? Of course I am. Like I like nothing to like not like about it. You can have one of the two following things: trust/love. Can I have both? Like if I could choose both, I would totally choose both. But if I could only choose trust or love, I'd probably choose trust because I want to trust someone, and I want them to be trustworthy to me. So tell me about your favorite book, magazine, or comic. Book. So I don't read a lot of books much, but when I was younger, I read this one horror book, and it was so good. I wish I could find it. Like, it's out of print, and it's very hard to find, and it's called Identity Theft. I had it, and I lost it. I don't know where it went. I brought it home, and I lost it somewhere, and ever since then, I cannot find it. And it is, like, it's the best book ever. And I can't get into it, or else I'm gonna cry. Tell me about someone you envy. Oh my god, I absolutely envy, like envy Avril Lavigne. Like she's my guide to life. Like she was like the first person who I ever listened to in music and I really like her. Like I think that she has a nice style and I really like her for that. Tell me about something you've achieved. I've achieved going to high school successfully, so that's something I've achieved. Tell me about the worst punishment you ever had as a child. When I was a child, I think it's like the first time I ever found out what talking back was, and when I first developed an attitude, and I was 4, and I was like being such a brat, and my mom washed my mouth out with soap, and I have to say like that's the worst time. So ever since then I have never acted like that bratty, and like I have to say like it really worked. And so I think having my mouth washed out with soap is the worst. Do you like chocolate? Yes. Next. Do you like rainy days or snowy winter days? Well, here in Arizona, it only snows like every 5 years, so I have to say snowy days. Name 3 things in nature you find most beautiful. Plants, the sky, the atmosphere. I don't like birds. I find them completely annoying. Which are your 2 favorite careers and why? 1, acting, because I have a talent for it, and like I just love actors. Like they're so like I look up to them. And a 2nd career would be lawyers, because I have a talent for arguing and debating over something like so fast, and it's just fun, and I think that lawyers, like the good lawyers, help people, and I think that's really, really good. So yeah, which is the hardest thing you ever had to do? That's literally what it says, and that's like not correct, like grammatically correct. Blech. Hardest thing that I've ever had to do. Trying to think. I think the hardest thing I've ever had to do is like keep a secret, like from like I forgot if it was like my mom or my dad, because like we were gonna throw one of them a surprise party, and this was like when I was younger, and so I really wanted to tell them, but like I couldn't. So that's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. had to do, but I can keep a secret now. It's just like back then I was like 5 or so, and so I wanted to tell them, and so that's probably the hardest thing. When was the last time you lied, and to whom and why? Okay, I actually lied to like spare their feelings. It was about maybe like 3 years ago, and it was because like my friend like was like being like, well, like she like doesn't care about me because like she was talking about like some other friend, and so she was like, well, she doesn't care about me, like I don't know what to do anymore. And it was actually that she was her other friend was actually like buying her like this like enormous present, and like she was gonna tell my other friend that she was, and if she ever saw her face to face. And so she didn't talk to her for a long time because she didn't want to spoil the surprise. And so so in order to have her go up to my other friend to actually get the present, I had to say that yeah, she doesn't care about you anymore, but that was a lie, and like my other friend told me to say that to her so she could get her over to give her the present. So it was in a good way, I guess. So yeah, it's very confusing. So yeah. Tell me about something you really regret. I regret like I regret the way I acted to everyone in like 7th grade and um and 8th grade, because like I was like trying to like find like who I was and like trying not to be like everybody else. And so like I regret like being like mean to them. So what scares you the most and why? Needles. Anyone who meets me, like, they know, like, I'm afraid of needles. Like, I know someone who, like, has, like, this pen, and it looks like a needle, and it has, like, red, like, fluid running through it. And, like, my friend took it from, like, the other person, and she came up to me and, like, put it, like, near my arm, and I got so freaked out. I was like, what is that? Like, get that away from me. And so that has to be like my biggest fear. And why? I hate it. Like, it hurts when a needle goes into you. Like, it shouldn't, but it does. Like, oh, I hate needles. So they scare me. What do you do in your free time? I don't know. It depends on like the day, I guess. Like, if I have any plans or something, I don't know. Which is your favorite part of the human face and why? Probably like the eyelashes, cause like I love to see like people with like longer lashes, like even if they are not wearing like mascara, and it's just like I don't know why, I just love looking at longer lashes. I don't know why. Which is your favorite body part on the human body and why? The mouth, because I get to eat and I like that. So tell me about a mistake you made. I made the mistake of once telling my dad, like on 4th of like my dad on April Fool's Day, that I was actually playing a prank on him, and I really that's a mistake I made, because it would have been hilarious if it actually went through. So you know. If you could do anything or wish for anything that would come true, what would you wish for? I would wish for like anyone in a hard time to like somehow find a way out of that hard time. What's your middle name? Elizabeth. How big is your bed? Twin bed. Like, that's it. What music are you listening to right now? Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy. What are the last 4 digits of your cell phone number? I'm not saying that out loud. What was the last thing you ate? Well, I'm still eating slowly. It's a cherry turnover. So yeah. Tell me about your favorite music, song, band. Okay, my favorite band is 3 Days Grace. My favorite song currently is The Good Life. And my favorite music is kind of like, I don't know, I have a lot of favorite music types, so that's another video. Tell me about something you would happily do again. Happily do again? I would happily dress up as what I did for Halloween last year. That I would do happily. Name your 5 favorite foods. Pizza, Mexican food, like soups, like homemade soups, pasta, and what's it called? My mom knows, but it's really good. Good questions to ask people to know them more. Are you a good person? Like, I don't know. What do you like to do for fun? That's what I'll probably say. Sounds like me. Do you like to shop? Hell yes. Yes. How often do you go online? Every day. Every day. Tell me about someone you really admire. So it has to be different from Avril Lavigne, as I answered earlier. I think it would probably be Johnny Depp, because like he like actually inspired me to be an actor, and I actually love acting, and so I plan to be like him someday. So that was the link that my friends sent me, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe. And I will be doing another questions video later on probably. So, bye!